All right, what's up, guys? This is Daniel with the Midnight Movie Trash Podcast, episode 2, and I'm here with.
Dimples, Stacy.
Franky from Franky's Photography.
All right, what's up, guys? All right, y'all ready for? We're gonna talk the 30th anniversary of Desperado event here in San Antonio with Robert Rodriguez, Danny Trejo that me and Frank attended.
I'm
Uh,
still jealous. I'm sorry. I have to say I'm jealous still.
okay, next year we gotta
Yes,
do
next
we
year.
gotta do a group thing because JP wants to go too. So.
Man.
Because I'm calling it. I'm gonna call it. I'm gonna put it out. I'm gonna manifest it. He's gonna bring Salma Hayek next year. I'm calling it. And if that does happen, I'm gonna do the meet and greet. And Frank, you're gonna have to hold me back. Make sure I don't act like a pendejo.
You're
We
gonna
all
rip
know
off
you're
the
gonna be
shirt. You're gonna have
drooling.
the tattoo
Yeah,
of.
I'm like, I knew you before I knew you. Gonna draw it all in Sharpie.
Or you know what? Get a stencil, have somebody do it, and just put a
Yeah.
stencil.
You can cut one out with your cutter and whatnot. We'll just plaster it on there.
Yes.
Jeez.
Shit, don't
All right.
say I
I'm gonna
won't.
mute myself so y'all could discuss that and then I'll jump in.
All right. All right. First thoughts on the event, Frank.
I thought it was amazing. It was the whole layout, how they had it, they had the movie, then the band came in. It was great. I've always wanted to see Desperado on the big screen.
Oh,
Like it was always, VHS when I was younger,
hmm
or DVD or Blu-ray, but I have always wanted to see it in the theater, and it was just a whole other experience, man. It was amazing.
Heck yeah. I was fortunate enough to watch it in the theater when it came out, but at the Dollar
Yeah.
Theater when San Antonio had a Dollar Theater,
Uh-huh.
me and my buddy, uh, we would go on like Saturdays. Just go to the movies, just go hang out, and we just walked into Desperado. I knew nothing about the film.
Uh-huh.
We sat there and watched it, and I was like, I'm buying this movie. Like and it wasn't for the Salma scene and whatnot. It was just something about that movie kind of flipped a switch in me back in '95 and whatnot that I wanted to do that one day.
Mhm.
So yeah, it's the event was amazing. It was everything I thought it was going to be and more. The only thing that did piss me off was that parking situation. Still a little pissed off about that
Yep.
and whatnot because it said we had to leave the garage by 11 and Robert still had like 2 songs left. So
Mhm.
we missed those and we missed the meet and greet at the end, which royally pissed me off. Um, but you know, like Frank said, the movie seeing it again on the big screen, you know, 30 years later, the film still holds up.
Yeah.
And the seeing the Q&A, seeing Danny come out and talk and receive an award. Earlier this year, me and Stacy had the opportunity to do a quick meet and greet with Danny, and I was a little not heartbroken, but a little disappointed that I did not do the meet and greet. Pay the 200 and something bucks to do it, because Danny's 81 years old,
Mm.
and he's starting to slow down a bit. You can notice it and it's natural, you know. So being able to see him again, as far as the Q&A was something that I didn't want to miss. And dude, Frank, I didn't know anything about the event. When you sent me that message, I was like, shit, I gotta do this. I gotta do this. But yeah, man, it was something else. Um, Let me ask you, Frank, as far as the performance of the band, what stood out for you?
Well, let me start off by saying thank you for getting me a fucking ticket and inviting me out there, man.
You're welcome, man. You're
Yes,
welcome.
I appreciate it. But it was crazy, man. I did not know Robert Rodriguez is in the band. I mean, I follow him on Instagram, so I see him, play every once in a while with his
Hmm.
daughter, but I didn't know he had a legit band. But man, they sounded so freaking good. And he goes off on the guitar, man.
Yeah, yeah, man. And
Dude.
it's cool to see because I followed Chingon when they started. You know, being with the whole in credit scene with Kill Bill. I think it's Kill
Mhm.
Bill 2. Um, and I started seeing, the him with a band, and then, the soundtrack for Once Upon a Time in Mexico. And I
Mhm.
was like, holy shit. And I always saw like clips of him playing his acoustic during the filming of the movies.
Mhm.
And I was like, oh, shit, he plays guitar and whatnot. And then seeing him throughout the years, he's become, dude, one hell of a fucking guitar player.
Yeah.
Some of those solos he was taking and whatnot. It was impressive. I mean, the band was impressive to begin with.
Yeah.
The two other guitar players and the singer, they're from the Austin band Del Castillo, and those dudes are amazing. That bass player, man, I kept telling Frank that bass player has a mighty bass tone. It was just like it was up front, it was hitting you, but it wasn't overpowering.
Mhm.
The band still they mixed it very well. But yeah, man, that was
They were right on it.
yeah, there was it was something else, man. Being such a fan of Robert and the band and Danny Trejo in the film,
Mhm.
it was kind of that surreal moment. Like, am I really sitting here watching, somebody that I look up to as a filmmaker and a musician and whatnot to see it? Uh, yeah, it was unreal. You know, I was like that night I couldn't sleep.
No.
I just kept replaying, the what he was saying and and the Q&A and then the band and it was yeah, it was unreal, man. Um, what you call it? Any other thoughts, Frank, on the event?
I just gotta point out how they played their songs with the trailers and like the scenes. It like it
Hmm.
elevated it so much, and they timed everything so fucking perfect, man.
Yep.
Like it made it so freaking epic. Watching those trailers, man. It was
Hell yeah.
it was crazy. Like
Dude, seeing Danny Trejo come out and do the intro to the snake dance
oh
for
yeah,
him
yeah,
for him to do the lines and whatnot,
yeah. Yeah.
hearing it, I was like, holy shit, he's gonna say lonely dog. But yeah, dude. And then, the other thing too that stood out to me was Rianne, his daughter.
Mhm.
Man, she was belting out, those songs she was doing.
Mhm.
I had heard her, in clips and whatnot. I know they did like a South by Southwest little event and they played, but hearing her do the two songs that Salma sings in Desperado and Once Upon a Time in Mexico, I mean, she was amazing. I was really impressed by her vocal range,
Mhm.
and and it's cool to see her up there with her dad doing her thing and
Mhm.
whatnot. But yeah, so from what Robert said, this is going to be an annual thing
Mhm.
for Hispanic Heritage Month here in San Antonio at the Aztec Theater. And it was cool to see Danny get the first I guess kind of like a lifetime achievement award type deal.
Mhm.
So that was
Oh,
cool to see
I
that.
also
But
have to mention that it's going to be in September since we're doing the podcast in October.
that's
Just
right,
to
that's
mention
right.
that it is in September, just in case when everybody hears this.
Yeah, that is true. That is
So
true.
the next one's gonna be Dust Till Dawn, right?
Dust Till Dawn. Yeah, it's gonna be the 30th anniversary of From Dust Till Dawn.
Damn.
Man, I'm getting old, man.
I was gonna say we're getting old, man.
Like I'm sitting there, I remember watching these films in the theater, and she was like, "That was 30 years ago." No way. Then I was like, I think you mentioned it at MonsterCon this past weekend. It was like, damn, you remember we used to say the 80s and that wasn't that long ago? And I was like, holy shit, the 80s were that long? How long? Never mind, don't bring that up. I was like, don't bring it up. But
I was like, I'm still the youngest, so I'm okay with that.
yeah, for now, give it a couple more years and be like, oh shit. That's how I was. I was like, it's not that bad. And I was like,
Well, I'm at the end of the 80s. Remember, y'all at the early 80s.
yeah,
Yeah, I'm right in the middle, 84.
I was at the start, 80.
Okay,
Yeah.
yeah, because I'm 86.
Yeah.
Ah, okay. You're right behind me then.
Hey, but I'm still the youngest.
Still the
Yeah,
youngest.
that's
Yep.
true.
But yeah, man, it was a badass event, and it was cool to experience it with you, man. Both of
Yeah, dude,
us,
for sure.
diving into film and whatnot, seeing, one of the masters of our generation uh talk about filmmaking and his whole experience. Um yeah, I'm looking forward to next year, and it was definitely worth the price of admission. I think next year gonna
We're taking an Uber.
yeah, no doubt, man, no doubt, no doubt. Be like, Larry, Uber,
Oh, no shit.
Uber,
I can give him a good tip.
specialty tip,
Yep.
what you call it. But yeah, man, I don't know, man. I'm still like I got a bunch of clips that I haven't posted yet about that I took during the event, and I watched and I was like, holy shit, it's still, you know, I was there.
That's so
And
surreal.
the for having balcony seats, you know, and the way the layout was when I got them, I thought they were gonna be off to the side.
Mhm.
They're dead smack right in the middle.
Dude, perfect
I
freaking
was
tip.
like, oh, that's awesome. Oh, and then I guess some dude hurled during the movie.
Yes.
I was in there like, oh, dude, you got that drunk at the Aztec Theater. I was like, I'm pretty sure those drinks aren't cheap,
Nah.
but
The people were drinking like crazy.
yeah, dude, I kept seeing people kept
Unless they
going.
were drinking before.
Well, yeah, that's what we did, but we
Yeah.
we,
We
we
drank in
didn't
the
we
car.
didn't uh we didn't go overboard, but we were drinking the life out of that drink before they made us throw it away.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know, man. 30th anniversary of From Dusk Till Dawn. Um, my mind, and I'm hoping is Salma because I she is like the bucket list person I want to meet is Salma. So I don't know. Maybe we'll get lucky and we'll get to see her next year. Who knows? I mean, that's just my theory. So nobody quote me on that.
Yeah.
But
Well, I mean, they had a
I'll
huge
quote
turn
you.
on this one. So,
yeah, well, she said
what?
she's gonna quote me.
Oh, I gotcha.
But you said no. I said trying to manifest this, not that it's gonna happen. But yeah, most definitely looking forward to next year. I think soon as tickets go on sale, I'll be like, I gotta get my pass. I don't care if I gotta go donate plasma or whatever. But
Nice.
we're gonna get meet and greet. We're gonna get the whole 9 yards.
Yeah. We need to get some seats more towards the front so we're not all squished in there, man, because my ass is falling asleep.
Uh-huh.
But even then, those seats are small.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes, they are. Yes, they
So
are.
it's like we're gonna have to buy two seats for just one, so you have room.
For real.
Look, I'm fluffy.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, it was awesome. Um, I don't know what more to say. It was it was surreal, man. I'm a big lover of horror films, and I want I'm working on that horror film, but Desperado is what made me want to make films.
Mhm.
That's the film that I was like, I want to do that. And then when I saw From Dusk Till Dawn right after, I was like, oh shit, okay, yeah. So, yeah. I guess we can. Any other final thoughts, Frank? I know I talked too much on this one.
No, not really. Just I enjoyed the event. It was amazing. I just wish we could have stayed longer. Um, I don't know. Maybe play some clips at the end of this since you got
Yeah,
all the footage.
that's true. That's true.
Yeah.
Still jealous.
My
It was awesome.
my shitty phone quality footage, but I was like, I'm gonna film it. I don't give a shit.
I got some footage too, man. I'll send you what I got also.
Sweet, sweet.
Yeah.
All right, so the following day was one of San Antonio's staple for horror events. I think it's one of the longest running horror events. MonsterCon. Uh, all three of us attended that one. Uh, let me get y'all's thoughts on MonsterCon.
I could say it wasn't as busy as it was last year. I think last year was more busier. They still had a lot of good vendors,
Vendors are
but
great.
it's yeah, vendors were great. I actually got the VHS from one of the movies, one of my favorite movies, so I'm happy about that. But I didn't see a lot of cosplayers like I did last year. I don't know. I guess because everybody went to the Robert Rodriguez show. That's what I'm thinking. And I think there's other cons as
Yeah, there's
well going on
a
that
couple other
weekend.
events.
Yeah.
I think
Oh, you know what? And I forgot Chris Brown was there
yeah.
that so I think that kind of
Yeah, it was
that's
a
why it
busy
wasn't
week.
as busy. So it was a busy weekend
It
in
was a busy
general.
weekend for San
Yeah.
Antonio, indeed, and whatnot. Um, Plus, also, I think once the cosplay contest ends, I think that's pretty much. I'm saying I'm guessing that's pretty much the end of some of the cosplayers. Because it's hot and for the
Oh
cosplayers
yeah.
to be in full costume and whatnot. So
But we went around one or two,
two, yeah,
well,
we went there
around
about
two. So
yeah.
I figured it would still be early, but then again, like Chris Brown was there with that the two other cons were going on. So,
Hmm.
but I think the main reason is Chris Brown.
Yeah. And that's San Antonio for you. We got events every weekend, so it's I'm a firm believer that there's always a slice of the pie for everybody. So it's basically pick your poison type deal
Yep.
for
Like
events, and that's not just like mall events. That's like anything in San Antonio. There's always something going on here, and more so now that we're getting into Halloween and Dia de los Muertos, all
Yeah.
that stuff. So every weekend's gonna be. I know we're busy every damn weekend for the foreseeable future, which is a good thing.
yes. So I'm excited.
Yeah, no doubt. Frank, your thoughts, man?
Yeah, the event was cool, man. There was a good amount of people. I like the vendors. I got a Tremors VHS. I got a couple shirts. I got some merch from Cernic Justice and Cynthia. Yeah, so this was cool.
Hell
I had
yeah.
a blast.
Yeah, it's always a fun event to
I was like, I
check
got
out.
soap again. Sorry, I was
Oh
I
Oh
yeah,
was
yeah, yeah.
babe, can I
oh
have
yeah.
my soap?
The pop soap.
Yes, I wanna show it. My soap.
Yeah, shout out to the pop soap peeps. Yeah,
It should be in that pink
their
bag.
interview just came out from Houston. I've still got Houston interviews
I think one
to
of my
put
kids
out.
stole my soap.
Oh shoot.
No, never mind. I
Oh,
found it.
and Stacy was behind the camera this weekend.
Oh yeah,
Ouch.
Sorry, it smells so good.
Killer
It's
Skin.
Killer Skin.
yeah, the killer skin. So I was like, yes, I enjoyed it. Sorry, it's just
It's all
it
good.
smells so good. I don't want to use it. But yes, I was behind the camera. I'm not gonna lie, I was nervous because Frank is there. But I
Frank,
did learn some tricks, so I'm excited about that.
Frank has that effect. I get nervous too. Like, teach me, teach me.
Nah, it was all good. You did good.
Thank you.
You held it down.
Hell yeah. Yeah, it was cool because I know after we walked around and whatnot, it was good catching up with Cynthia post the horrific women's film fest, which was cool to recap and bounce ideas off for next year, and really looking forward to that because every year the films get better and better, and
Oh,
with
yes.
the an addition of a second day, that's more films. So yeah, it's gonna be awesome. Shout out to Cynthia and the whole horrific women's film fest team.
Awesome film fest.
Hell yeah,
Yes. I
hell
can't
yeah,
wait.
For the
hell
next one,
yeah.
yeah. It's gonna be 2 days, right? Y'all said?
2 days, yeah. It's gonna
Yes,
be
2 days.
Friday and Saturday.
Saturday.
Oh, and shout out to William, dude. His movie
Yes.
was freaking awesome,
Oh,
dude.
dude,
Yes.
Fuck yeah.
It was great, man. Freaking
Yes.
tits, ass, freaking gore. It was awesome.
Yeah.
Me and my nephew watched it that night.
Oh no shit. Did he like it?
Yeah, we both liked it, man. It was good.
Hell yeah.
We have to tell the boy to go upstairs. Like, man, there's a bunch of tits and ass. I'm like, you gotta go upstairs, boy. So
Yeah.
Too
me and
little,
him
too
just
Yep.
young.
That's why I watched it with no kids.
yeah.
Yeah, yeah, I got it. Because I was gonna rent it off of Amazon, but then I saw he posted that they butchered his cut. They cut out all the gore, all the blood, all the TNA, everything. So I was like, and he was like, but if you buy the copy off of Amazon, it's uncut. So I was like, add to cart type deal. I was like, I might as well just buy it because I'm gonna buy it anyway. And
Yep.
I should have waited and bought it actually from William at an event, but I wanted it right then and there to watch it. And dude, I watched it like two, three times that weekend I got it,
Uh,
and I sat through it, and I didn't realize that it's like almost 2 hours or something like that. It's this long
same here,
runtime,
dude.
and not until I interviewed him at one of the what was it, Big Tex Terror,
Mhm.
where he brought it up. He's like, "Hey man," he's like, "Did it feel long to you?" I was like, "No." He's like, "Cause it's like 2 hours runtime." I was like, "Are you serious?" I mean, to me, the story paced well. The pacing was done well.
Mhm.
The story progressed. It never stalled out for me.
Mhm.
So I was like, "Oh man, I didn't realize it was that long till you just told me."
Mhm.
So yeah, yeah, it was I met William back in 2021 at the first Houston Horror Film Fest, and back then he was I think he was still filming, or I'm not quite sure, but it took him,
Think he was still filming for what you told me.
I think so, yeah. So it took some time, and you know that film's like one of my favorite films now as far as like slashers. Um, it was everything he said it was. And
You played the killer, right?
yeah, he played the killer.
Okay, I was gonna say, dude, that's William, right? When I was watching it the whole time.
Yeah,
Yeah, that was awesome.
yeah.
Yes.
So yeah, if y'all haven't seen Butcher's
Yes.
Bluff,
I want
y'all
to see
need.
Goldilocks.
Yes, yeah, I
Yeah,
want to see
same
that
here.
one too. He's actually gonna film here in San Antonio. I think Halloween.
Mhm.
They're gonna
Yeah, I
do
think he said around Halloween.
I think a proof of concept or something like that. So that's gonna be awesome to see when that comes out, and
Mhm.
then what the film becomes. Um, that that's taking the hair from horror film fans, female blondes. That is fucking awesome. I had
Mhm.
never seen or heard of anything like that, and each of those strands gets woven into the actual Goldilocks mask, which is cool because you donate a little strand of your hair to be in the movie in a way. So that's
Hmm.
Yeah,
that's pretty cool, man. Uh, dude, I'm glad you liked it, man. It
yeah,
was
that was good, man.
it was a fun one. I know I told Stacy, so I want to watch something. I was like, watch Butcher's Bluff.
Mhm.
Hmm.
So yeah, it's always great to see William out at these events and whatnot. Super cool guy. If you haven't met him, definitely stop by one of his booths at an event and meet him. Super cool dude. Uh, and pick up a copy of Butcher's Bluff. You won't regret it.
No.
It's actually that's
Or any of
actually
his merch.
Mhm.
yeah, I know y'all picked up cutting boards and journals and
Yeah,
stuff like
Frank
that.
did. I
We
picked
got
up
a
a
bunch
journal.
of shit.
I
Which
don't have it
I
here with me. It's at my desk.
actually tomorrow's because I'm doing 31 horror films for the month of October, and day three is Butcher's Bluff.
Oh, nice.
Nice.
Gonna be Butcher's Bluff, but yeah, I know we just you know we we and Stacy did was it 4 interviews?
Yes, we did 4 interviews.
Yeah, so it was cool meeting Preston and Brett, and I hadn't met them before. Uh, I had met Miko
Hmm.
as well as Ed, which is always great to see Ed.
Yes.
So but the rest of it was just hanging out with Cynthia and just hanging out.
Yeah. It
So
was, yeah, it was
yeah,
actually pretty fun.
It was pretty chill. I know me and Stacy hit up Spirit before we went to MonsterCon.
Yes.
Sitting there like seeing shit I want to buy that I can't afford. Like
All the good
story of my
stuff.
life. Like,
It's okay, because you know what? I was like, I got the cups from
that's
Whataburger
right.
today.
That's right.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, Halloween's gonna break us this year.
Yeah.
So
Of
much
course,
shit.
I was like, I got the Jack in the Box color changing cups and my favorite at the moment with the
Oh,
lid.
that's cool.
And they're only
With the
50
lid.
cents.
hmm If you could buy a drink with it, of course, it's a little bit more, but the cups itself is just 50 cents.
Oh, damn, nice.
And the only reason I got this one because it had a pumpkin right there.
And you know
Other
the
than that, it's like a football one.
my Whataburger only has the damn one with the leaves on it. They're like, we'll probably get here closer to
Really?
Halloween. I'm like, are you hoarding them in the back?
No shit.
The
I think so.
fuckers. The
I think so
fuckers.
because
Yeah, because I've seen all the Whataburgers are posting like they have all three cups and they only had that one out on display. And like, no, that's the only cup we have. I'm like, sure.
no, that's weird because at mine they only had the fall one up, but they had all three cups.
Mm, yeah. Well, we didn't score the Home Depot buckets. Yeah. That was gonna be our bucket for shots for Houston next year.
Oh
We're like, we're
shit.
gonna
But
put them in the
but I already had told you, even if we get the orange buckets
yeah,
or
yeah.
or even just get any bucket and spray paint it,
Yeah, yeah.
that'll still be or we could just do the pumpkins at Walmart or HEB or any of the
Did
where
a
they
little
sell the little
McDonald blue
pumpkins.
buckets.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, I'm actually looking at one from last year right now. Yes, I buy a Happy Meal for the bucket. I'm not ashamed of it.
It's okay. I want one.
Yeah, I want that
I
new
didn't buy one
zombie.
last year.
I want that zombie one they're
Oh
bringing
my
out this
God,
year.
yes.
The zombie.
Yes. We're going broke.
Yep, yep. Then tomorrow, I think I'm gonna go get the pumpkin Whopper and whatnot, orange bun Whopper. Well,
Jeez.
that ought to be interesting because every time they do a colored Whopper, yeah,
Mhm,
it messes with you, you know. Yeah,
mhm.
yeah. The Wednesday one that they did last year, the purple one.
Mhm.
Yeah, that was interesting. That was interesting.
Did it color your toilet bowl or what?
Pretty much, yeah, yeah. Then I
The
I
food
never
dye
I
they put
never
in it.
I never tried the black Whopper, the bun. I
Oh,
heard people were saying that too, that was it was coming out uh pretty interesting colors and shit. I'm like, interesting. And sure enough, the purple one did the same thing. I was like, what the hell?
jeez, all that dye, man.
Did all that dye, yeah. It'd be like cancer causing
That's funny.
shit in 20
Yeah.
years.
Oh crap.
It'd be like if you bought a Whopper, colored Whopper from a Burger King, you may be entitled to compensation, but
I
you gotta
see
have a
that.
receipt. I'm like, fuck, it's on my app.
No shit.
It's like apps outdated and shit.
No shit, right? Like it only goes back 5 years. Fuck.
Jeez.
But but yeah, it was a fun weekend for sure, man.
Yeah, that's cool.
Then I have
Yeah,
another busy weekend this weekend.
yeah, yeah.
What do you got?
What
I
do I
got my
have?
brother's wedding
Oh, damn, nice.
Saturday. And then Friday, no, so, I'm sorry, Friday, I don't think I have anything, but Saturday, Sunday, I am going to Ingram to Joelle's event for the Crow tribute.
Ooh,
I
right.
get to meet Sarah and Tintin, the actors, so I'm excited.
Dang, that's
And I
cool.
have a VHS that my uncle gave me that is still sealed.
Shit.
So Larry needs to make sure he works and gets my money for my autographs because if not, then yeah.
She's gonna be show me my money.
Yep. I was like, I want my autographs. I was like, come on, when's you never know when's the next time they're coming back to
Well,
town.
I just finished talking to Joelle for a little interview segment for this weekend's event, And he
Hmm.
brought up the point that Marcus 1010, he does not do a lot of
Yeah.
events at all. So he's definitely going to be a rare signing. So if you're into the Crow,
Hmm.
you know that this is a weekend. And also a Rochelle Davis who plays the young girl. Um,
Sarah.
she also is not a regular at events according to what I've seen. So these are two rare ones if you're a Crow fan. Because Bailing's everywhere. It's awesome. It's always awesome to see her and whatnot. So
Mhm.
then Ernie Hudson too. He's pretty much a staple at events and whatnot. So
He's gonna be out there too?
no, no, it's just gonna be those two, the Marcus and Rochelle, and then he just announced today uh, Kelly Maroney from Night of the Comet and Shopping Mall.
That's in 2 weeks.
Yeah, that's the same weekend as Big Tex Comic Con.
Yeah, that's
So
in 2 weeks because that's my birthday weekend.
Very
yes,
nice.
so definitely gonna have to cut out and definitely make an appearance at the mall for Kelly because she's awesome. I've met her once in person and interviewed her once via Zoom during the pandemic and
Mhm.
whatnot. So super cool. Um, did the interview with her for the deep ones, and then talked to her after for like almost an hour and whatnot. Just talking. You know, um, the first time we met here in San Antonio, then film and whatnot. So it was cool, and it was during the pandemic, so it was always cool to talk to other people, because quarantine and shit. So
Mhm.
it was cool
Yeah, you go crazy.
to be able to talk with her, for damn near almost an hour after the interview. So
Mhm.
definitely looking forward to seeing her again. Um, yeah, I guess that's your final thoughts for the past weekend, Stacy.
It was fun, like usual. I enjoy it. Love going to the cons, especially since I'm starting my own little Instagram, Dimples Adventures, just to let people know, hey, these cons are going on. I'm gonna be there. I
Hell
was
yeah.
like, but I enjoy it.
Oh yeah, Frank.
I had a blast, man. Long weekend. Um, both events were great. I wish we can go back in time and go back to the Robert Rodriguez event again. Stay there all freaking night.
Hell yeah.
But
Yeah, man. He was selling his I think 20 something anniversary of the Chingon album, the first album, at his cost, signing them and shit. And I was like, dude, we're gonna get that. And then
nope.
fucking nope, you gotta leave must exit parking garage by 11. Like, what the fuck? I was like, nah, I think it's only. Then when I looked at it again, it says no, must exit by 11. I'm like, fuck.
That's because those were sold by the event, right?
I believe so, yeah. Yeah, because I got it through Ticketmaster
Uh-huh.
and whatnot, where I got the passes from. It said add on a parking pass.
Mhm.
I was like, all right, cool, man. That should cut down on the frustration of finding parking.
Mhm.
I
Well, there's
mean,
a parking, like, I think catty corner from it. Well, I went years ago. I saw Evanescence, and that's where we parked. We didn't get it through Ticketmaster, and we
Yeah.
were able to go like the whole night.
Yeah, we couldn't come back in though. It was no
yeah,
re-entrance. So once you left, that was it.
yeah.
So
Ah.
I'd be like, let me in. This is my first time coming in. My name is El Mariachi. What you call it? All right. Before we go,
That's
where can
funny.
they find you on social media? Start with Stacy. Social media.
Yep. Jafari.
Uh, Instagram, Dimples. Oops. Can you see me now? I don't know.
Yes.
Okay.
I
Instagram, Dimples_adventures. And TikTok, I really don't really post there, but just Instagram. So you mean to tell
gotcha. So you mean to tell me,
me?
Frank?
Yeah, so you can give me Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, and TikTok. Frankie Z Photography, Frankie with a Y.
Awesome. And then you can find me on Midnight Movie Trash across the board. And with that being said, we got like 30 seconds. So till next time, see ya.